Man disobeys order not to return to Central Village shot dead. A former resident of Central Village was shot dead by a gunman when he visited the 12 St. Catherine community on Wednesday. Residents told reporters on Wednesday that the man, who police did not identify up to press time, was marked for death. He reportedly lived in the community at one point, but was forced to flee the area some time ago due to a conflict. According to the residents, he was told by many in the area not to return in the community, and if he did, he would face death. On Wednesday, he went into the area and was shot dead. All of us know him, one man shared. It is just that when you run away from a community, you should not look back. He came back, and man see him and knock him up, the man added. As the police processed the scene, vendors and taxi operators appeared to be unbothered by what happened as they continue minding their own business. Shooting incident at Constant Spring Tax Office results in early closure. The Constant Spring Tax Office in St. Andrew closed early Thursday following a shooting incident at the location. It is understood that two armed men traveling on motorcycles attempted to rob an elderly couple on the compound, but a plainclothes police officer intervened, resulting in the men fleeing the scene. There were no reports of injuries in the incident. The tax office subsequently closed at 2 p.m. Junction cabby facing assault charges after allegedly kicking female. A 36-year-old taxi operator of Chocolate Hole Junction in St. Elizabeth has been charged with assault occasioning bodily harm after reportedly kicking a woman with whom he had a dispute. Reports from the St. Elizabeth police are that on August 16, 2024, Dwayne Palmer and the woman were involved in a dispute when things became physical. Palmer allegedly kicked the female repeatedly all over her body, causing swelling, bruises, and pain. A report was made and Palmer was later held and charged following a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney. A court date for him is being finalized. Sodo sues Ryan Simpson. Lawyers acting for former Cabinet Minister Sodo have filed a defamatory suit against People's National Party caretaker for St. and North East Ryan Simpson. The suit is based on allegations Simpson made in a series of posts on social media. Sodo's attorney, King's Counsel Patrick Foster, filed the suit in the Supreme Court in Kingston on Tuesday. According to Foster, and about July 21, 2024, Sodo was made aware of a video posted on an account on the particular social media platform TikTok. The attorney outlined the name of the account where the offending content was placed and noted that it featured commentary from Simpson. The defendant deliberately published or caused to be published the same defamatory statements to cause harm to the reputation of the claimant, particularly in circumstances where both the claimant and defendant are political opponents in the constituency of North East St. and the lawsuit stated. Sodo is seeking damage for defamation, including aggravated damage. He is also seeking interest pursuant of the Law Reform Miscellaneous Provision Act, cost and any further relief as the court may deem fit. JLP condemns security threats on PM, accuses PNP of misleading the public. The Jamaica Labour Party JLP says it notes with concern and strongly condemns what the police said late Wednesday was a credible security threat on Prime Minister Andrew Holness, his family and his residents. In a release, JLP General Secretary and Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang commended the police for acting swiftly to ensure the threat was addressed. Dr. Chang says the JLP stands firmly and resolutely in support of the Prime Minister, who has dedicated his life to serving his country and continues to lead Jamaica with distinction. In the release, the JLP said it also condemns the actions of the PNP operatives, who on Wednesday sought to mislead the public via a widely circulated social media lie into believing that the Prime Minister is wanted by the police. The social media post was being circulated by PNP activists. The police has since clarified that the post is misleading and false, the release noted. The posts were made following an Integrity Commission investigation report in which it recommended that both the Financial Investigations Division and Tax Administration Jamaica examine aspects of the financial affairs of Holness. In the meantime, Dr. Chang added that Jamaica should not return to the days where underhanded and devious tactics are pursued for political gain. We should collectively as a country reject the work of mischief makers who are willing to sink to a level to achieve their violent and partisan objectives. Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake says body-worn cameras are not being resisted by members of the force. Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake says the use of body-worn cameras is not being resisted by members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. There have been repeated calls for the mandatory use of body-worn cameras by law enforcement officers and for the provision of all footage to the Independent Commission of Investigations and the Inspectorate and Oversight Bureau. This comes following discrepancies between accounts from law enforcement officers and residents who claim to have witnessed fatal shootings or other incidents involving lawmen. One notable incident occurred in March this year when 27-year-old Romario Sterling was killed in Bagwalk, St. Catherine under questionable circumstances. Speaking at a meeting at the Montego Bay Chamber of Commerce and Industry in St. James, Commissioner Blake maintained that body-worn cameras are not being imposed on lawmen but were implemented by the constabulary to protect officers and ensure accountability. He explained that the proper implementation of body-worn cameras in the constabulary will take time.
We decided, we undertook the implementation of body-worn cameras, and we did it not for the reason that many persons are here talking about body cam. We always tell our police officers, when you're out there working and you don't have a camera, you may be the only one not videoing the incident from your perspective. And so we do that not just for the integrity, but more so for the protection of our officers. And that's it. Transparency both ways. And so I don't want it to be believed that body-worn camera is something that is thrust upon us and we are resisting it. Body-worn cameras for a security company with 30 or 40 security guards is an easy implementation. Body-worn cameras for an organization that have 8,000 operational officers. Not many police forces in the United States is as big as ours. Very, very few. 8,000 police officers streaming video, where every video that is captured can be subject to a court proceeding, can be evidential. And so the protection of that, the handling of it, the storing of it is critical. When we started first, we made a mistake. We just pin some body-worn cameras on persons and have some computers where we download the things on and stuff like that. That's a nightmare. You have disparate videos across various different computers, and if one of those goes down, then you lose everything. When it is needed for court, you hear that boy, police had it and then destroyed some most corruption. We have to be smart in how we implement body-worn cameras. We have to build the back-end support for that.
St. Elizabeth supermarket workers accused of stealing 5 gallons of rum. 2 employees of a supermarket in St. Elizabeth have been stopped with simple larceny charges after allegedly stealing 5 gallons of rum. Charged are 23-year-old Javon Gardner, a laborer of Lititz District, St. Elizabeth, and 59-year-old Manley Richards of Montpellier District, Manchester. Detectives assigned to the St. Elizabeth Policing Division said that on Saturday, September 14, the men took 5 bottles of 1-gallon white rum overproof, valued at $40,500 from the establishment. A report was made to the police and an investigation commenced. Evidence subsequently led to the arrest and charge of the men, the police stated. Their court date has not yet been finalized. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.